Hey guys, Josh here, and today we're talking about Call of Duty Zombies once again, because TREYARCH just released an in-depth guide covering everything we really need to know about the zombie systems that we'll of course be playing with in Call of Duty Cold War, and yeah, it's a lot of information, so sit tight while we cover through it. So first starting off with the perk system. The perk system hasn't been crazy refined or anything, but just added upon to. So starting off, there's no perk limit, and well, we have 6 perks to of course get around the machine. Starting off with Juggernaut, which increases maximum health by 50. Then of course moving on to Quick Revive, which reduces the time it takes to regen to full health by 50%, while also reducing the time it takes to revive an ally. Speed Cola increases reload speed by 15%. Stamina Up increasing run and sprint speed. Deadshot Decorate changing your ADS speeds and stuff like that to just sort of zone in critical locations on zombies. It also removes weapon sway. Removes, probably depends on the weapon. Elemental Pop, the brand new perk coming in the Machine, and of course Cold War Zombies as a whole, is it increases every bullet to have a small chance to apply a random base ammo mod effect. We don't know what these effects are, but it's expected to be like Thunderwall, Cryo Freeze, Blast Furnace, stuff like that from of course Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4 Repack-a-Punching. Next is Ethereum Crystals, and well, it sounds like an MTX system. Apparently it won't be, and if you don't know what MTX is, that's a microtransaction, so this won't be like the Nebula Plasmum or Liquid Divinium from Black Ops 3 or Black Ops 4, but it is sort of that same sort of idea though. Gameplay wise, it's basically used to upgrade your perks and stuff like that. You earn it through doing high milestones in games, so let's say round 10, round 20, round 30, round 40, that sort of thing, or going through a successful exfil. You use these crystals to improve the tools in your arsenal while improving their damage and utility to help you on higher rounds. Each perk has 3 tiers that you can customize and spend these Ethereum crystals on in the menu. So the next feature we're going to be talking about is weapon rarities. Weapons come in 5 tiers: common, uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary. Loadouts are the same as common weapons, which I'll get to that in a minute when we talk about that, but just so you know now, they only can be common weapons, but can be upgraded through time. But for example, an uncommon weapon will feature around a 50% damage boost compared to a common version of it. Let's say AK-74U, you start off with the loadout version of it or the common version. As soon as you get an uncommon, it increases its damage, and then if you get it all the way to legendary, it gets up to 300% damage boost and comes with 8 attachments. And of course, if you buy just a wall weapon off the wall, it has its own different rarity, so like blue, sort of epic, whatever you want to call it, and it'll of course be randomized with its attachments. So if you buy a legendary wall weapon, I don't know if that's in the game, it'll come with 8 randomized attachments to help you fight off the zombie horde. Next, the mystery bots now also increases your chances to get that legendary weapon throughout the rounds. So let's say you spin the bots in round 20, and now has a higher chance of getting a epic weapon because, well, you're surviving longer and longer, increasing your odds to get the best weapons in Cold War just throughout the mystery bot. It also now gives support weapons like a war machine or a sentry turret. You can only bring in 1 weapon with you in a zombie's loadout, so for example, you choose a 1911 and a field upgrade. Now talking about those field upgrades though. Field upgrades, they come in 5. So we have Frost Blast, which is like a big blast of wind and stuff. It does frost damage and slows enemies down. Think of it as sort of like a Widow's Wine Blast, but just bigger. And then Healing Aura, which summons beams of energy down on yourself and allies to instantly heal you to full health. Energy Mine, which is basically a proximity mine, but does energy damage, doing a bunch of damage, just huge scaled. And then Ring of Fire, which creates a ring of fire around you that of course increases damage for you and your allies, and if a zombie walks through that, it causes them to do fire damage for 15 seconds. And finally, the last field upgrade is the Aether Shroud, which is sort of like, and finally Aether Shroud, which allows you to phase into the dark aether for 5 seconds, becoming hidden from zombies and stuff. So that's basically like a gobble gum sort of thing, but that's what the field upgrades do. The next thing we're going to talk about is armor and salvage. Replacing the crafted shield from other zombies experiences, so transit, origins, stuff like that, where you usually have to build it, and now is just a thing you receive. It provides 360-degree layer of protection instead of just your armor. Of course, if it was just a shield. Armor can be found as a rare drop from zombies or be purchased using salvage. You can also fully repair armor by picking up a carpenter power-up, which I really like, or by picking up armor shrouds. Armor can also be upgraded in 2 additional levels, increasing damage mitigation and durability. So that sounds really cool, especially since Juggernaut was nerfed. This sounds really cool for TREYARCH to release this new system, and hopefully it expands upon that system in some ways. I don't really know, Juggernaut was getting to a problematic point for them, so I think this is their best chance of fixing it while keeping Juggernaut in the game. But now moving on to kill streaks and support weapons that you can get in the mystery box, or of course just find and get throughout playing. So first, that's the combat bow. I'm guessing that's like that explosive bow from Black Ops 1. You get a sentry turret, everyone knows what that is. The war machine, which is a 8-cylinder just grenade launcher that you can spam. It's super powerful. Next, you can get a chopper gunner, which of course everyone knows what that is. It's going to spray down zombies. It's going to be really cool. And then the last thing you get is self-revive, which honestly, that's concerning for us single player players, because I don't know if that means we start off with one or if we get one every round, but self-revive is a support thing you can get in co-op. Hopefully we automatically get that in solo, but it's just a way to self-revive, just no way of explaining it else. And the final feature they talked about this is optional exfil, starting at round 10 and every 5 rounds after that, so 10, 15, 20, 25, you'll be able to option to use a radio to call in support and of course exfil out of the map. In a co-op game, you will of course need a majority of players to vote on this to initiate extraction. So you can't just be like, oh, I'm tired of this game in a public match and be like, I'm out of here. No, you need the whole team to sort of cooperate and say, okay, the game's over, it was fun, that sort of thing. So that's basically everything they talked about in this. I'm really excited for zombies now, and my god, it's just so much information. So I'm really hoping you sat through this. Alright, with that being said, that is all the information they gave us about zombies. They also released the main theme music for zombies. I listened to it, it sounds really cool. I'm not going to play any of it because it's still under copyright because Activision, even though other zombie songs isn't, so it's a little weird, but eventually it won't become copyright. But go listen to it, it's actually pretty good for a zombie soundtrack right now. There's no like 115 or anything right now, it's just like the main music. It's sort of cool. But they also mentioned that they're going to be teasing more stuff throughout Halloween and stuff, so I'm really excited for zombies right now. So I'm hoping this video gave you guys a bunch of information you can digest and hopefully get out of, because oh my god, this video was just compressed with a bunch of information. If you guys need any more explaining of this information, I'll link the article down below from TREYARCH if you want to just read that. With that being said, this is now the end of the video, so if you like this video, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We're already past 150 subscribers. It's honestly mind-blowing, and I can't thank you guys enough. Anyways, just do whatever you want. If you didn't like this video, leave a dislike and let me know why in the comments down below. With that being said, this is actually now the end of the video. I'm hoping you got something out of this. Go through this information. So yeah, have a good day, goodbye, that sort of thing.